Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? I know it's been a while, I haven't posted anything up, and now's the time for me to post something up. I've been playing poker for a bit now, on and off, since the last time I post. So after I post those other videos before, probably been a month later, and then I start playing again. I started playing like in August. And I was playing on my my Android tablet, so I didn't have any sort of like hand history to show, or did a live shows as I'm doing now, as I was doing before. Sorry. So what I did was I went to PokerStar, got all the hand histories, requested it from support, and then I uploaded through Poker Tracker. And even that, when I did that, not all the information was put in correctly, because I use Tournament Updater to update all my tourneys, but for some reason it doesn't work for Poker Tracker 4. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so I'm doing a catch-up video. What I did then, how I played in August was I actually ran all good, and then after I don't know what happened, and then I knew that I had FPP left. So I played, so I had no money, so then I played FPP. So this video here, these sessions, gonna be FPP grind, and then I'll show you what happened from my FPP has our progressed to it. So this is my shark scope. So I started, like I said, in August here, around here. So you can see these ones here outside at $0. And then still all the way up to here, like after 25 games, it's still $0. During this time, I think I was playing 20 cents or something, or actually 2 cents. You know, those 2 cents 990 hyper turbos. Yeah, it's pretty it's a luck box game, but I've came very close to final table before. So yeah, but when I play those games, I actually come top 60 pretty easily. Yeah, pretty easily. So then after that, I got the FPP, and I think I might have won. I think I might have won some, and then I start playing real money. So then that's why you see real money going down, and then I probably hit some, winning some tourney, going up to that and that. So that's just the first step. So I'll show you what happened. So this is the one here. I started off with my bankroll build from FPP. So I had about 760 or something FPP, and then I started off in this game. It's a 70 FPP hyper turbo, 6 max, top 2 get paid, so it's pretty decent, 2 out of 6, 33%, pretty much in the money. So top 2, it's like a split prize, so I think it's $3 each actually. Because $3.30 prize pool was $6.60 or so. So yeah, so I'll show you how I played my six man hyper turbos FPP. So I started off here with Queen 10. It's pretty simple here. I don't think I'll be playing these ones, so I'll just fast forward it. See, so I'll fold that one, and then I'll go next hand. Next one, we pick up aces. It's pretty easy here, when you play hyper turbo, all you do is just push and shove. That's all you do. There's really no need to play any post flop. There's no need to play pots. You don't even need to take it to flops. So yeah, push fold's what you need to do. And until you see a few guy knocks out, and when you just look at my stack. Like I'm on like 800 king jack. I'm happy to gamble here against like these guys because the blind's so big. So I chuck it in. So the flop came perfect. I mean, let me have a look. I'll pause this here. So what we had was king jack spade. Wasn't too bad. He shoved. I pretty much instantly called, because it's 5 players now. Your range is going to be a lot more looser, and it's hyper turbo. So you expect to come in with these kind of hands. he's a big stack too, so he came in. So a flop came good for us. 2 queen 10, except for the 2 diamonds that could hurt us, and then a 7 on the turn, potential flush draw. Obviously straight draw as well, but we got the straight draw. We don't know what Mark OX has. He could have a low pair. So yeah. So this is not a bad call. It's just unfortunately we hit the river for us, a 9. Not a river. The river hit a straight for us. Sorry, 9. So yeah. So that should be good. We should be able to take this one down pretty easy. And yeah, I thought Mark had a pair or some sort. So now it's just top 3. At this stage here, we pretty much chip lead, so there's no need for us to play in much. With this guy here, he played like that, so obviously I'll play in most hands, and I am a big stack, so I'm not scared. So here, because he checked, I have to bet it in, and that's just bad play from him. Jackpot don't really need to be playing like that, especially against a chip lead. Against a chip lead, you know, I'll do anything. You can give me a 7 deuce, and I'll do the same. It's just the way how it works. So right here, we're pretty much guaranteed to win this one. We just got to wait for one of them to knock each other out or something. There's no need for us to play much hands either, so we just let them to fight it out. And they did. I think this might be the final hand, maybe. So I like Hyper Turbo. It's really quick, and it's not that bad. So 7-8 won it, and that's it. So he got knocked out. We both finished first. So yeah. So I'll go into the next one as well. Okay guys, this is another 70 FPP 6-man turbo. So we continue on. Here, you probably notice the HUD I'm using from Poker Tracker 4. I'll tell you what each one is. That's the player's name. This one shows how many hand it's been data mined. So this hand here is obviously, I put it per game because, you know, everyone plays differently in each different games. You know, someday they fluctuate their plays. This one here is VPIP, so voluntary putting money in the pot. So here it shows by percentage, 25%. I'll pause it. So 25%. Yeah, so that's a percentage. This is pre-flop raise. So you know how often you raise pre-flop in percentage. So it's all pretty basic. These two here is 3. This is 3-bet pre-flop, and this is 4-bet pre-flop. So obviously a very aggressive player, or you know a decent player would obviously 4-bet good amount of time. So you know, somewhere up to 10. It just depends how much they 4-bet, 10%. So it just depends. And this one here is aggression factor, frequency in percentage. So how often I get aggressive, and you know, aggressive is in like, you know, how much bigger do I bet from the pod, or you know, my raises. It depends on that. I prefer to look at aggression frequency in percentage rather than aggression factor. Aggression factor is, you know, any number ranging from 1, you know, 2, 3, 4 to infinity. So you know, if your aggression factor of 2, it means you're pretty aggressive. 3, you're more aggressive, and so on. But I want to know how often they get aggressive. These 4 stats here are post-flop plays. This one shows how often you bet on the flop, so in percentage. This one here shows how often you call on the flop. This one here is how often you raise to bet on the flop. So let's say if someone bet the flop and then you raise that, and this one's how often you fold to a bet on the flop. So you know, if someone bet and then you fold, so how often. Yeah. So then this one here, the last one is a went to showdown. How often you go to showdown. So here I'm 67%. usually let's say a calling station would be at 90%, or close, or up to 100 even, because they're calling stations. They go all the way down to showdown to the river. So that's pretty basic. I don't usually use much of this, but it does give you a bit of information. It does help. You don't necessarily need it, but yeah, like I said, it does help some people. It doesn't. For me, it's good information. Every information is good information. That's what poker is. So yeah, you want as much information as you can. So moving forward, blind 25-50 and antes 10, I think. So no need to play. We just go next one. Here we got 4-10. There's really no need to be playing this one. 7-9 offsuit. Let me see what they do. I don't think we'll be playing this one either. He flat, so obviously I'll be checking. I don't need to play it. 4 Queen 5. He check, and I decide to bet. The reason why I decided to bet was the fact that he checked, and he's out of position. So I thought, maybe small bet might get him off it, but he didn't. He calls. So the 8 came. So most likely here, I'm just going to shut down and give it up. Any 6, any 10 would give me a straight. Even a 9 isn't too bad, but a 7 might not be too bad either. So see what happens. I think I would have checked this one. Yep, and I did. And a 10 came. So sorry, what was I saying? I was saying no, not a 10. It's only a 6 because we got a gut shot. So yeah. So a 10 hit, so obviously it's a blank for us. We need a 6 or pretty much a 9-7. So then, no good, fold. It's getting to the end of the night, getting a bit restless. Alright, let's see. Okay, so ace 8, pretty much the nuts out of 5 players. He bet 100. I'm pretty much shoving it. I'm not going anywhere. And I got a caller, another caller. So it's not that great. But we hit at 8, so I don't think it's too bad. And because it's 10 and Queen 2 of a card, they might hit any of that. But it looks like ours hold because ace 6 and ace 2, we got a higher pair. So it's turning out good for us. Okay, Jack 3, don't need to play, even though we have 1,000. He has 1,000. So let these guys fight it off and see how we go. A good thing that he calls, because he has a chance of knocking them out. If he takes them out, that means we're in the money. And let's see what happened. A6 didn't hit. King 9 hit his 9. All he hits Queen in his end. So he could have knocked them out. All he needed to dodge was ace and a queen, but it didn't happen. 8-3, he shove. It's a fold for me for sure. The fact that he calls, he instantly shove, but either that, can't play 8-3. So someone is going on a low chip or out. Pocket 8s, I think it's going to hold. No, A7. A7's good. Okay, here we pick up aces, and Zantane shove. Right here, the reason why I didn't shove is because I want him in as well. The fact that, the reason why I want him in is give us more chance of knocking Zantane out. That's the reason why. So, and Queen 3, usually that's pretty good. He could have a queen, but most of the time he doesn't. So I checked, and he bet 100. I'll call, obviously. And then again an 8. So obviously I'm putting him in here for a reason, because give him chance to make it. So he bet again 200. So it looks like he could have a queen, or he could not, because he could play big stack. But even if I'm losing, I'm going nowhere. He can shove all in, and I can still call. Because the fact that, like I said, if he wins, then I'm still going to come second. So he got king queen. Just hoping that he don't win against him. Okay, so that's good. So so we both lost, but the fact that he got lower chip stack than me, which is why he came out third, and then that qualifies me for second. So we're in the money. So happy chat, and then yeah, so just move on to the next one. Okay, this is the game that gave me the boost. So well, what happened is that after I finished all my FPP, I had tournament money, and then from tournament money, I just played, you know, $1.50, 60 cents rebuys, 3x turbos. I love the 3x turbos. They are just so good and so much value to play. The thing is, people that don't play it correctly, they play and they get knocked out before add-on. Well, they didn't really get knocked out, but they're either out of funds or they decide not to rebuy anymore. But the whole point of playing the 3x is you stay all the way to the end of add-on, because even though you got no chips by the end of it, but when you add on, it's 30,000, and still 30,000 chip stack is a decent stack. But then the blinds is 10, it's 510. It would have been 612 or something once the breaks is gone. So even that, you know, you still have a chance of being in contention. So this is one of the game that that gave me the bankroll boost. So I'm going to show it to you guys, and we run through the hands that I played. This would have been played, you know, several weeks ago, so I wouldn't know how I play it, but I'm just gonna tell you how I would have played it, or you know, what I would have done. Okay, so let's start it off. Okay, so right now it's the blind is 1,500, 3,000. So around this time would have been around over an hour already, I reckon. Yeah, easy over an hour. And I see how my stacks is still pretty short, got nothing. Here got ace jack, offsuit. This is going to be a push regardless. And yep, it's a push. We pretty good chance against Monty Python. The fact that he didn't really had any he didn't really had anything like, you know, he could have had any two cards, so he was all in pre anyway. Is what I'm saying. Okay, 10-7 here. I wouldn't really be playing this, so I'll be folding it. Yep, good. And I got 6-5. I don't think I'll be playing this either. Okay, 4-7 suited. No, probably not. Sometime I might take a stab. You know, blinds 2-4, but really you're just gonna rebuy. King Jack here, I'm gonna be pushing most of the time. No, I'll be checking. So here I check again to let him put the money in, and then obviously I'm not going nowhere once I hit my king. Hopefully that spade don't hit, so it's good. So I think we're ahead. Yep, we're ahead. He got a queen. Okay, so here ace-2 suited. Okay, going around Alenguado, go all in. Doesn't matter what he has. Binario, flat, all in, ace deuce. BSV, don't know what he's going to do. He might fold or he might shove. Look, he fold. So when it comes to us, here you can push. Ace-2 isn't too bad, but I just like to see it flop and see what brings what the flop brings for us, because there's a lot of people in, so there's probably a lot of value coming in here. You know, putting in 6 more thousand, and the pot's 32,000. So that's pretty good odd. You know, one of 5.5. So obviously I'll just call, and then see what these guys are gonna do. Okay. So the flop was really good for us here. 6 queen of spade and 2 of clubs. So we hit our 2 and also flush draw. I check. You can do either way, you know, you can either push here, you can check and wait for someone to put the rest of their money in, and then, you know, you just call. But I don't know, I decided to check just to hopefully Binario, the big stack, put some more money in, but they all decided to check. Here we hit a nut flush, which is really good. So I checked again, and hopefully someone put their money in, which Pringer did, and Binario folded, and then I just call here, just played it smooth, and then once the jack came, I need to bet here just to get the rest of the $800, and I did. Okay, so nut flush should hold. Well, nut flush is pretty much the nut hand here. There is no boat on the board, like no full house, so nothing paired, so we pretty much have the nut hand. So that's a good boost. Now, okay, must have missed a few hands because the last hand 50,007, now we're on 87, but that's okay. So blinds 2.5, 5,000. Most likely on a fold here, no need to play. Okay, 4-9, fold again. And then ace-5. I might play this hand, I'm not sure. No, I decide to fold. Mate. Okay, ace-king. This is a no-brainer. I need to play this one here. So I decide to... okay, the reason why I decide to re-raise this one to 63 is the fact that Nobby Nuts 747 put in 34,000. The reason why I increase it so that if anyone that does come in, it creates a side pot. So it gives us the chance to win that side pot as well. So let's say if we didn't win the main pot and we up against someone else, like let's say Binario or these bigger stack like Treviso and Zoe. Once they come in, we have a side pot, so that gives us the chance of playing the side pot as well. And ace king is pretty good. So you know, if we lose against the main pot, you know, at least we have a chance of side pot and get some of our money back. So that's the reason why we want to raise that. So calling 34 is not so good, but everyone folded, so it doesn't really matter. We just heads up, and once again we have the flush draw, straight draw, and we hit our flush. So and he also hit a flush, but we got a high one. So he was ahead on the river, on the turn, sorry, and we catch up on river and take it over. You'll hear me drinking my water from my sport bottle from time to time. It is quite my throat get quite dry. I don't know how girls talk so much. Alright, here we got 6 queen. Oh, and that's no good, but that's fine. Obviously, he's already all in anyway, so I'm not going anywhere for 6 queen. So here once again, if Binario comes in, so I'll stay out of this. Okay, 4-6. Binario raises again. So Binario is starting to opening up now. I need to take notice of that. Hopefully I take advantage of it somewhere along the line. Yep, so I'm starting to play cute, Jack 8. So right here, Lenguado, he raises to 22. His stats here, 24 hands and VPIP 20 and 10. So he is obviously pretty tight compared to me and Binario, Zoe as well, and BSV. Because I put 12,000 in already and he shoved it all in for 22. Another 10,700 more for 46,000. 1 to 4. I'm going nowhere. I just got to call this. And my chip stack's pretty big, so just got to call. And we hit our 8. Hopefully it holds. Otherwise he got a high pair or so, or hit a king. Let's see what he has. Yep, he got a pair of tens. Okay, so we move on. We got Jack 8 again, and I folded. Three, 6, 4, 9. Banero decide to come in. Here, what I can do is, if I want to like take that hand and represent something higher, I could raise, but I decide to play it safe and check. And I'll probably check this one as well because I checked it already, and most likely Banero will bet. Oh, I decided to bet this one out. That was probably actually a bad play by me, betting that 6,000. What I should have done first, if I want to decide to play, I should have played. I should have raised him first pre-flop, and then after that, once that board came, I should bet again to represent either ace or the king, because I checked I wouldn't even represent him in this. So he calls, so pretty much I need to shut down. 4 and a 9 is pretty much a bad card, so pretty much I wasted my 6,000, and he bet 14, so I have to let it go. Six, 4. Okay. He got 49,000 and I fold. Here what I could have done is I could have bet, because El Lenguado is pretty tight, so there's a good chance that I could steal from him. 8 king, it's a good stealing hand here if these guys aren't playing. No, I decided not to steal. And pocket 2s, I'm probably in this one. Yep, I bet 3 times a big blind. And they all fold. Okay, I prefer a fold as well. Really, you don't want to play pocket 2s against most hands. Just that, you know, it's pretty much a flip. 9, 10, I probably could play this one. I didn't really like the limp there, but we see how we go. And then BSV shoves, and I just caught it straight down. So, oh, we're probably going to lose this one. Yep, ace 9, take it. Okay, here we have jacks. Okay, so it's good for us, everyone come in. They put the money in for us. Hopefully they didn't hit the ace or the king or running spades. Nines and 5s. Oh, our jack holds. Awesome. Okay, so we're pretty much like chip lead now. So having 208 in chip stack. Ace 8. So we got moved to a new table as well. I flat. Okay. Flatting here is probably not so good. Maybe our flat is probably because we just got moved to a new table, and I want to see what the dynamics like in this new table. He checks, so I'm probably going to bet. Yep, I did, since I hit my ace, and he should fold. Yeah, he fold. Okay, so that's the reason why, but I shouldn't. It's not me to be limping, so I rarely limp. Okay, didn't play that hand. 3 king, probably fold as well. Queen 7. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, Irina shove, and I'm probably gonna fold this. Yep, it's really no need for me to play. 10 deuce. Probably a fold for me here. Yep, should be a fold. Queens and queen king. Okay. 6 ace. I should be playing this hand. Yep, I did. Oh, W Breda is chip lead. Alright, check. I could bet here, but I didn't. And here's another 4. So because everyone checked, I decided to bet in the dark and, you know, take a stab. And he calls, so he probably will win. Oh no, he didn't win. Wow. He must have, wow, king 5 and he called. He probably think I have, like, you know, queen or something lower. Okay, ace queen. I don't think I'm going anywhere. Just flat. Fold, fold. Oh, we just hit 2 pairs. Here, Irina bet 42,000. The pot 70. So that's a really strong bet. You know, he could, that person could have, he or she could have, you know, Irina sounds like a she. So have a set, or you know, hit the ace, ace king, ace jack, or even have 2 pairs, like you know, ace 10. We got 2 pairs ourselves. So if it's an ace 10 or ace king or ace any other lower card, we pretty much got her dominated. So right here, what I should be doing is, because that bet's quite strong, I should be rebetting this to see where she's at. Yep, I did. I shove it straight in, and then she instantly called. Jack 3. Hopefully she didn't hit a straight. No, she didn't have a straight. She had ace jack. Wow. So we got her dominated, and we triple lead now. Alright, 4-5 suited. W Braider call. Zadis shove. Fold for me most likely. Yep. Ace 8. Okay. Okay, Zadis raise. I flat. I bet here. He 3 bet. I call. No 3 comes. I bet again, and he flat. So right here, because he flat, most likely he probably have like an ace, ace X, by the look of this, because he just flat the 3. He probably didn't hit a 2 or 4. So if I think he has an ace X, what I should be doing here is I should be betting off, you know, 40-50% of the stack, of the pot, because if he has an ace, we're going to chop it anyway. So see if my reader is right. What I'm going to do here, I bet 64,000 and he fold. Okay, so that turned out well. So now we're on commanding chip lead, 551,000. Okay, so we don't need to play any of that hand. 8-10, I'll probably be playing this hand, because I got chip, yep, and then I decide to min raise. Zadig flat. That means he probably have not a good hand. We hit the pretty much the really good flush. You know, now any jack and any jack of clubs will give us a nut flush. I bet 16,000, and let's see what he's gonna do. He re-raise, so then I'm gonna jump straight in. Ooh, that card's not so good for us, because he could have, you know, ace of spade, jack of, ace of club, jack of club, and that take us out. I think he might have ace of clubs. Yeah, I was right. He got ace of clubs. I mean, that's the only reason why he could come in, or he could have the straight himself, like, you know, 10 jack. But he probably played it, so he got lucky there. So that's fine. Well, not so lucky. The fact that, you know, he got like 8 outs for a flush, for a higher flush. Okay. Pocket 7s. He re-raise. Zumi came in, and I re-raise as well, and he fold. Okay. Ooh, that's not a good flop and river for us. I mean, flop and turn. King 5. Wow. We held. Pocket 7 hold. Okay, and knock him out. We got pocket 4, raised, and Weber fold. Okay, so obviously other players are probably scared of me. Probably doesn't really want to play. By the look of this here, this is the final table. I think it should be the final table. So we got ace 2. Zoe shove. I'll probably want to fold. There's no need to play against Zoe. Zoe's been pretty tight. He hasn't done anything. W Braider is tight also. Zadis is the only one that's loose here. I'm seeing his stats shows 40-32, somewhat closer to me, 48-27. So he's more aggressive, but he doesn't open as much. But I open more and more aggressive. Let me have a look. 49. Yeah, he's 64 in aggression, and I'm 49. Went to showdown 24. And W Brader went to showdown 71. So that means that he's really tight. So he probably play most of the top hands. But right now we're sitting on a good chip. So here I should be betting. Yep, I'm in raised. And Brader fold or fold. Okay. So I'm just taking advantage of my chip stack. I'll probably be playing a lot of hands. You should start seeing me opening up. I fold there. Oh, because it is final table now, I'm probably going to show every hand, and I'll talk about it. So ace 5, I flat. Strange that I flat this one. Did I flat it? Hang on. 5, 10. No, I didn't flat it. I was big blind. Brader limped, and then Zadis fold, and I'll probably check this one. Yep, we hit a 5 first to act, and I'll check because I checked first. So I'll flat again. I should be betting here. I checked and wait to check. So he's giving up here on the 8 by the look of that. So we're ahead, and the 9. I'm probably going to check, and he probably going to check. Yep. So I think we're ahead. He also have an ace 5. Okay. So what I should have done there is that, because I had a feeling that if I'm ahead, I should have bet that turn or the river, and I might have taken it down. Okay. And everyone fold because he bet 3 times a big blind. Jack Queen. So I just bet 30. I've decided to play cute here and raise it to 70,000. Because I noticed that he's been opening a lot, so see that he's playing a bit loose and he shoves here. Because he shoves now, I obviously have to call 100,000 to the pot, so I'm happy to gamble. The reason why I gambled that pot was Zadis was the only one here that is potentially obviously potentially is the one that would be able to take me out pretty easily due to his play, his nature. So I'm not really scared of these two guys because they're pretty tight. Tight players are obviously going to get blinded out, but with him, if he's going to get chips, it's going to be pretty hard to play against him, and when it's heads up or so that's why I'm trying to take him out now. So that's why I took the gamble, and we got a flush, a straight draw, but it didn't hit for the gut shot. He got ace jack, and he wins that pot. So that's not really good giving him chips, but we're not too bad in chips anyway. So we just gonna keep our head high and keep going. And he raised. See when he has chips, he's just gonna play it really strong. Here we got another gut shot. He bet. I don't think I can continue that one most of the time because it is quite dangerous. He could have ace 9. He could have over pairs. He could have a set. It's pretty hard to find out his range. So I decide to give up that one and fight another one. It's the battle that matters, not the fight. Okay, so he shoves again. So as you can see now, once he got chipped, he's quite dominant. He's playing very strong and very aggressive. Yep, again he's betting it off. And Zoe calls. You expect Zoe to have a strong hand here most of the time. A pair but then he fold. And usually type player do fold to aggression as well. If they stay in, that they have, they have something. See how Zadis is to keep betting 3 times a blind. So I decide to come in as well. Obviously, you have to You have to be in it to win it. And he's just building his stack. We got pocket twos. I decide to flat. And Zoe come in as well. He should be betting here. He shoves. Yeah. Pretty dangerous here. I couldn't really continue because he shoved, but he could have anything. I can't really play anything with pocket twos. So I decided to let that one go. Zoe calls. See if Zoe's gonna win. So I just got ace 8. Oh, they both have the same hand. So I would have won that hand if I came in with the pocket 2. Zoe shove. I'll probably fold here. No need to play my ace 6. Okay, so now I'm back down to pretty much to these guys. Zadis is a chip lead. So I've got some work to do, some catch up. Hopefully we get something soon. And so we shove and Zadis instantly calls. So another battle between them two. Another fight. Okay, ace 10, king, queen, ouch. Zadis is now on a commanding chip lead. So right here is 3 players left. This tourney, from what I can remember, is only top 2 paid. So first get the ticket, 215, and second's probably like $30 or $40 or something. I don't remember. So right here, it doesn't really matter for me if I come second or first. But what I need to do is be in the money. And as you notice, I'm not really going crazy at the moment because W Brader is also on low stack. He's on 131,000. So I'll wait for him to make a move or something, and then I can play on. I can decide my play then once I'm in the money. 10 king. What am I doing here? I flat. Brader fold. Here I decided to re-raise. How I played that one was getting a bit cute. I decided to flat to see what these guys are gonna do. Obviously, we know that Zadis is always gonna 3-bet, 4-bet us. And I decided to re-raise him. When you make that flat, it's like as if you're having a very strong hand, like the nuts, like aces or kings, and you just want them to put in their money, and then after that you re-raise them like 4-bet. It's a very strong play, but I decided to take the risk with 10 king because most of the time we're probably going to be ahead of his range anyway, the way he's been opening up, which is why I decided to take that play. Weber calls, he raises. I might call this. Yeah, I did call, and W Brader fold. So it's a bad play from him. He only have like 100 chip stack left. There's really no need for Brader to like call with 10,000 and fold. Here got pocket 8s. I don't think I'm going anywhere. I should have shoved there, but they're all flat. We hit our set. I checked. Brader. Okay, this is good. So I checked. Brader shoved. Zadis called. So because Zadis called, he probably have a king. King X. Hopefully he's not on a flush draw too. I have pocket 8. With a set, I'm going nowhere. So I'm gonna re-raise it, and hopefully he gives me some more money. See what he does, and he calls. And a 4 hit. I'm just gonna put the rest in, and he calls, and a queen. So no flushes in, so that's good for us. He got jack queen. Okay, so he was on a straight draw, lucky, and he is ace 8. So now we heads up. Okay, so heads up. Now I can probably play against him. Usually heads up I just min raise, and then he re-raised, so he still played quite aggressive against heads up. So he's not backing down at all. So against his playing style is his chip stack can go up really quick and can go down really quick as well. So but most of the time, due to his aggression, he can build chip stack and can take 20s down pretty well. So see how I'm in raise, and he 3-bet, 4-bet me. So I bet and he 3-bet me, so I had to fold. I can't really continue. So I'm just testing the water, see what he does. Him in raise as well. and I just fold. I got 485,000. He's on somewhat 700, so big chip lead. 3-4. I decide to fold to show that, you know, I'm playing tight. You know, I'm not playing into two hands like what he is. But when I make a move, he should be expecting to be losing. So that's the theory side of it. But you know, you can pretty much play anything. He got ace 9. I raise, and then he re-raised against me. I raise half of the pot. 5 king queen. This one he could have hit the board. I've seen him play with king x, queen x pretty easy. So my ace 9 is probably no good. Have to let it go. Okay. 5-6. I fold again. So I'm pretty obviously conservative and tight here. I'm not giving much, trying to minimize the amount of chips I'm giving it away. But at the same time, if you notice my play, I do come in with, like, you know, medium hand like 8-10 or suited connectors, you know, suited hand connectors, whatever. It is obviously a good chance to play against heads up. When you play heads up, a jack high is not too bad. Heads up. Here I have ace 10. I'll probably want to min raise again, and I'm expecting him to 3-bet me, and I expect to shove this one. Yep, and I did. Okay. The reason why we always min raise like that, because just to test the water, and you know that he's gonna 3-bet. All we need to do is like do it 3 times, 4 times, and then when we have a hand, we pretty much get our money back by just shoving. So all that time that I lost by min raising and he 3-bet, you know, I pretty much make it back. So see now he's just checking. He's not playing as aggressive, and I flat here with 6-10, 8-7. So I might try to represent an ace, but I might have a feeling that he might have the ace or the king. So he betted off here, and I pretty much got to give it up. If he checked, I would have fired another barrel. But yeah, 6 king. He raised, and I should be either raising here, but I decided not to, so I just flat again. And I decide to re-raise this one, and he fold. Okay. Obviously, I think that he didn't have an ace. He probably didn't hit any of this board, which is why I decided to raise him, and yeah, he fold. So it's good. So which is why it's also good when, you know, when you play tight as well. You make some of that moves you get credit for, so it's not too bad. So I'm in raise. I'm playing the same way, but this time I have a legit hand. I re-raise and he re-shove. So here he could have a jack, or, you know, clubs for flush draw, or even straight draw. So I can't really continue there when he shoves. Here he min raised and I called. We hit a 2, but I check and he bet again. You know, he's going to bet most of the time, and we hit 2 pair here. So I'm checking again to see what he's going to do, but he checks, so that's a shutdown by him. That ace is probably no good. That ace is not good for us, but I don't think he have an ace, because he checked when the queen hit. So I checked, hoping he bet something, but he doesn't. So let's see if queen is any good for us. Yep, our queen is good. Let me see what he has. He has 10 king. So he would bet, you know, on a like ace high board or something. Okay, and he re-raise. So it's been a long fight between me and him. Like, we've been battling it out ever since, you know, beginning of the final table. 4 deuce. I'll probably fold here. Yep, no need to play. Okay, 2 queen. I should be playing this. So I always min raise, always keep it consistent. Don't need to change up anything. And he bet 42 and I fold. See, due to his aggression, he always bet. It's really hard to know when he has something or he doesn't. you know, all you have to do is just have to put in that 4-bet to find out where he's at. But I can't really 4-bet when I have 334,000. It's a bit of a risk for me. Ace 9, I expect to go in all in most of the time with Ace 9. And he rebet 72 and I'd be shoving. Awesome. And he fold again. So he got a big stack. So losing 72,000 isn't too bad, but if I lose 72,000, it's pretty bad. And he min raise. I call. I'm ahead of him most of the time here. I would expect, having a queen jack. He checked king. I should be betting here to represent something, and he fold. Okay. Okay, so we're building our chip stack slowly. Min raise, yep. And I should be flat, yeah, and I flat it to see in position. Here we got a gut shot draw. He re-raise. He bet 120. Pretty big bet. I had to let it go. He could have nothing here and air. The way he's been playing. So, but I can't continue. So, 6-3. This is give up flop for me. I can't really go anywhere with 6-3 for that flop. Ace 8, 6,000, and I min raise and he flat. Okay, Jack Queen King. I'll probably okay. I decide to re-raise and he fold. Okay, awesome. So really, against that, is the only thing to get his stack is by 3-betting him, 4-betting him, or even 5-bet. Is the only way to get it out of his chip stack. Got 2-5, probably min raise here. Yep, and he flat. Probably gonna fold. Okay, I did. So once again, he's still in commanding chip lead. A7. Once again, I'm expecting a shove here. No, it's just flat. Okay, here we got a flush draw. So it's not too bad. I decide to check. I should be re-raising, yep, which I did. And he calls. The ace hit. At this point, I think I should be putting in most of the time, but I didn't. So that small bet is like, it's like saying, oh, I'm scared of that ace, or I hit the ace or had the 2. So something good. Here, by the look of this, because he's just calling, he probably just have a flush draw or something. Or maybe, you know, 4-5 waiting for the 3. So but to me it looks like he got a flush draw, so I hope the diamond hit, but it doesn't. But I bet again to see where he's at, and he shoves. Because he shoves here, I'm going nowhere with my ace 8. The fact that on the turn he only calls it, I don't think he has a 2. So he's trying to outplay me. So I'm just gonna call this one. I'm probably ahead most of the time. Let me see what he has. Hopefully, yeah, he got a flush draw. Wow. So see, he can play any 2 hands. So it's just he played quite aggressive. So it's a good thing that we got that one down. It's a relief that we won it actually, because if you had a 2, we would have lost. Or you know, or ace with high kicker. And we fold that one. So I'm ahead of his chip stack now, but I don't expect him to back down any moment yet, because he's still got chips to play. Okay, 10-6 I check, 27 I call. The reason why I call there is I was hoping for a heart at the next one, so a runner flush, or even that, you know, yeah, just a runner flush is probably the reason why I called. So here, because I hit that, I bet it off again, do a semi bluff, and I took it down. Okay, I'm probably gonna fold. No, I decided to play this hand, 2-8 min raise, and he calls. Ace 10-10. I should bet here. No, he bet first, so I have to fold. Okay, if he didn't bet, he checked. I would have bet. So because he took the initiative, I had to let it go. I probably fold. No, I flat and play it. Okay, so I bet this one here. He calls. So right now, I'm probably going to shut down here the fact that he called. Even on a diamond hit, my probably 4 is not good enough. So probably going to check, I reckon. Yep, and I did. And I'm just going to have to give it up. Alright, 8, 10 min raise. So that's a good card to play. I'm happy with that, but not the board or diamond. It's quite and turns a diamond too. So I'm probably going to shut down. No good. And plus we didn't hit, so even a 7 or queen might not help that much. He min raise, I fold. Okay. So our stack is pretty even, but he's slightly ahead by 30,000 also. I min raise here. Queen high is probably good, but I decide to fold. Okay. Queen 7 raised. Okay, I re-raise him because I probably had enough of how he played just by raising, and I bet this one and he fold. Okay. And I got some of my money back. Okay. Ace 3, expect a min raise, and he expecting to call, or he re-raise. I got an ace 3 there, and he re-raised by 3 times. He probably had a good card, a pair, or ace X higher than mine, so I decided probably to just let it go. Okay. 6, 5. And I decide to call. Okay, we hit 2 pairs. Nice, nice. Okay. And he bet. So right here, I'm ahead most of the time. Like right now, I'm pretty much over the moon. The fact that he bet. I'm probably going to 3-bet this one. Or I might place Q and check. But the fact that there's 2 diamonds on here, or possible straight draw, I'm probably scared of the diamond card if the diamond come. So yep, which is why right at this spot I would re-raise. So I want him to put his money in, pretty much right here, because I'm happy with 2 pair right now, and he fold. Okay. So what I could have done that one is I could have flat as well, and hopefully he put more money in. But I'm still happy with that play. The fact that I re-raise and he fold. 8 jack, 3 deuce, no good. Fold. Okay. Here we got jack 4 offsuit. I decide to check. Let's see what we have. We hit a 4 on our bet, and he flat. So he probably didn't hit anything. That queen's good for us. The fact that he probably won't have the queen. So I re-raise, and he just calls. Here's the 10. The 10 hit. So most likely he didn't hit the queen. So I'm probably gonna c-bet again. So I checked. Wow. What does he have? No, he got the ace 3. Well, so he was going for the straight draw. So I had a feeling that he didn't have the queen, but at the same time, sometime he could have the queen there. So jack 7. I'm not going anywhere here, I don't think. Oh, I'm raising. Good. Okay. So right now we're in the lead for 900,000, and he's on 243. 410. I'm gonna min raise, and he shoves, and then I just fold. So it's really no point playing the 410 here. So here what I'm trying to do right now is just contain myself and try to keep the pot low, and put the money in when we had a hand. So queen here, I'm expecting most of my money in here with the queen. I bet and he fold, that's fine. So right now he's on about, how many? 10, 20, yeah, he's on about 10 BB. So he min raise, I decide to flat 6-5. Here I hit my 5 and also have a gut shot. So I'm pretty much going nowhere here if he's gonna shove. if he shove, I'm probably gonna call, or if he bet, I'm gonna shove. So I decided to check to let him take the lead. He bet, so I'm probably gonna re-raise this one all in, and he calls. Okay, so I'm pretty happy here. Oh, and a 6 hit, so that's really good hand for us. Hopefully he didn't go for the straight draw. He got 9-5. Okay. I mean, that play is fine by him as well. 9-5. He is his top pair, middle kicker. Put it all in when he got about 10 BB, and he was ahead too. So obviously we got lucky that we hit our turn for 2 pairs by taking down that tawny. Wow. Okay, so that was a really long fight against Zadis, but yeah, that was a really good heads up. It turned out really well for me, and yeah, had heaps of fun. I hope you guys had fun watching it, or or learn something, or even that found some of my flaws. Feel free to comment and let me know how it go or how I can improve. And yeah, thanks for watching. Oh, what I'm gonna do is once I'm gonna finish this FPP FPP tutorial, how I did it, I'm probably gonna set up a stake. So I'll probably stake 3 people, and how I'm gonna do that is depends on how many people that so it's only 2 people that likes my videos. So in this one, so if you like the video, I'm gonna put you obviously in a draw, pick it out from the hat, or I don't know yet. This is just an idea. But I'm implementing the stake. So yeah, so I'm gonna pick 3 people that watch this and likes it, and I'll let them to run through the 3x FPP or even that real money. I'll write down the full details anyway in the post. And yeah, once again, thanks for watching.